Let's see, what's going on in here? Oh, it's ostrich school. Who are you teaching about ostriches? Oh, baby ostriches! Oh, you haven't taught them how to stand up.
No. That's next.
That's next.
Next week.
Keep reading.
This week, all about big ostriches.
Yeah, dads and a mom.
Oh.
And fighting.
Oh, okay.
They're learning that.
They're learning how to fight. That's good stuff. Ostrich school, take 2. All right, let's see what's going on in here. There's Jess, there's Courtney, there's Aaron, and there's a bunch of little baby ostriches learning about their ostrich heritage. That's right.
Wait.
No, stay in school.
Stay in school. Don't drop out. Stay in school. Otherwise, you'll get eaten by a lion.
Lesser creatures of the plains. Birds range from the world's largest, the ostrich, great and small buzzards, sand grouse, and seed eaters.
Are you guys paying attention? This is about you.
He is not paying attention.
There's gonna be a quiz, buddy.
You need to stay in school.
Yeah, or you'll never learn how to fly, ostriches.
Where are you going?
Jeff thinks they look like a cross between a serval and a hedgehog.
Yes.
They do. Serval hedgehogs.
Big stuff.
Can I touch you?
We don't know if they're boys or girls yet. We would have to do a blood test to figure that out. But when the males reach about 1.5 years, 2 years old, they turn black. So we'll know if we have a male in about 2 years, if we can wait that long.
Something that tiny becomes something so big.
I know. They're going to double in size every 2 to 3 weeks.
Did I see that? Oh my gosh.
They're funny, aren't they? Do you want to see how little their wings are? Their wings are still in little wings. This is an ostrich wing. Ridiculous.
Tiny wings.
I'm gonna hold one up and show you the little tiny wings. Ostrich wings.
Don't let him eat any grass.
Little wings.
That one should be his wings.
So what do you feed a baby ostrich?
They're on a ratite starter, which is the type of animal they are. They're called ratites, and it's just, it looks like a piece of gravel, basically, little tiny pieces of gravel. And it just has a lot of calcium. Mainly it's a high fiber, low protein diet. And they also eat chopped alfalfa. And that is supposed to help move the food through their system. No, let's put this here and we'll block them. Penguin. That's their friend.
So how did you learn how to take care of these guys?
You know, we're learning as we go. I've done a lot of research. I've talked to a bunch of different ostrich breeders all over the country, and it's not an easy thing to do. Everybody says they will find 1,000 ways to kill themselves. So you just have to watch them really, really closely and do your best to avoid that. I think we need to get them little helmets, personally.
Emma, keep the baby over here. Yeah, be careful, be careful, be careful.
Yeah, gentle. You're doing very good.
I like baby ostriches.
And they're born with a claw, which I think is crazy. You can look down here at their little foot. If we would stop moving our little feet. They're born prepared to attack. They're independent too from day one. Mom and dad do provide protection, but they, you know, mom doesn't feed these birds like other birds do. They forage and find food on their own.
Nobody stopped.
And they all had, it just grew in, but they all had little bald spots on their heads
really?
where they had popped out of the egg. And their soft feathers are starting to come in. When they were first born, they felt like Easter grass, like just really rough and wiry. See? That's why it got pooped on. Yeah, just making sure they don't eat things they shouldn't. Which, I mean, when they're in these little houses, we can control it really well. We just have bedding down and food and water. But when we take them outside to exercise, we have to watch really closely. And you basically have to have a synthetic substrate. You can't leave them on dirt or even grass because they'll eat everything.
Chewing on it. They can't hurt them.
So with the hoofstock and the ostrich, we have enough room that we allow breeding. We have a whole habitat that we need to fill up, another 22 acres that we eventually want to do tours over there as well. So we have enough room to allow breeding at the moment. But eventually we will have to think about spaying and neutering, you know, zebra and antelope, because, you know, it all happens really fast. So right now it's okay. But we'll have to think of a couple different plans pretty soon.
So are the animals, on the whole, do the animals get along really well? I mean,
They do. They do. I mean, you know, it's a good analogy because there's a pecking order out there with the hoofed animals. So they've all decided.
Look!
She's sitting on you.
Did it all by itself.
It's sitting on you.
My finger now,
Oh,
aren't
like Shirama.
We're both gonna eat my fingers. But yeah, the hoofed animals have decided, you know, who's at the top and who's below and so forth. So they work things out on their own really well. It's hard because they need a certain amount of dirt and rocks to digest the food in their system, but they'll eat too much if unsupervised right now. So we do have to monitor it.
Just eat? Oh, you're thinking
Just
you're
fuzzy.
eating. Okay.
Yeah, not eating, just pecking.
It could be food. It might be. Sorry.
Yeah.
No grass. No grass. Come on.
All right.
Oh, very sorry.
Okay.
It tastes good, huh?
We're sorry, little man.
Emma. I'm trying to make the baby feel better. Okay, that's nice.